Hello, welcome to the webinar. We will begin in just a moment. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the webinar. We've got a few more people joining us. We'll wait until they get situated before we begin, but thank you for attending today. All right, it looks like we've got a good amount of people registered or participating at this point. We'll go ahead and get started. So welcome, everybody. Welcome to the What's New with IMDPA webinar. My name is Mike Grady. I'm part of the webinar committee, and I'm happy to host today's webinar. Today, we're going to get an update from Renee in terms of what's new for the association. And then John is going to go through a conference update. And then we'll end with a membership update from John as well. So thank you, everybody, for attending. We are going to ask for you to use the Q&A function to submit your questions. At the end of today's presentation, we'll go ahead and answer questions in a Q&A session. Please feel free to submit questions throughout the entire time, and then we'll circle back for that. As we get started, if you're having any issues hearing me, test your speakers. You can check that through the function there. Again, submit the questions through the Q&A. The recording will be shared after as a replay. So we'll send out an email to all the attendees for the replay of today's webinar. And any questions that you have, please feel free to follow up with Renee, and her email is listed on the slide. Thank you so much. Renee, over to you.
Great, thanks, Mike. First, I want to thank Mike Grady. He has more experience than probably anybody on the webinar committee hosting these events, so we appreciate his help not only setting it up, but offering to host today. And in advance, I'd like to thank John Clark and John Herdlick for taking the time to prepare their slides, but also being with us to present today as well. So thanks, guys. Alrighty. I want to start first and foremost by saying with every challenge comes opportunity, and I can say that the IMDPA community has demonstrated great resilience and resourcefulness during these unprecedented times. The association has always been a spokesperson for the advancement of metal decorating and packaging, and we believe now more than ever, following the COVID emergency, the social cultural restart of our economy depends on the collective efforts of all of us. And that starts with you guys participating in this webinar today. So we appreciate you all joining us. Beyond what anyone could have anticipated, you know, the global pandemic demanded innovation from all of us. The IMDPA took immediate action. We adjusted our priorities, we reduced overheads, we set budgets, and we immediately started planning for the future. Board members and volunteers have stepped up to provide support and continue the vital work of the association. So today, we're going to talk about some of those initiatives that we've started that continue to enhance the delivery of our membership value. So with that said, let's get started. These are just some of the things we're going to review today. We recently launched a membership survey to learn of our members' preferences and expectations to help us serve you better. So John Herdlick will touch upon that during his presentation a little later. We've also just launched a membership recruitment and onboarding campaign to actively promote the association and our offerings to the industry. We're continually planning for the annual conference, and John Clark will give you an update on that shortly. Mike Masner, our executive director, has been hard at work planning for our annual quality contest. And we've launched a new webinar program as well as some new newsletters. We've also enhanced our social media presence. So now I will just walk you through some of that stuff. Okay, as mentioned, planning for the quality contest is underway. It's been pushed back to coincide with our annual conference, which is now in October. It is for those that might not know, it is one of the longest running and most prestigious annual metal decorating competitions. Its mission is to honor outstanding companies who have made exceptional quality and precise consistency their mission in the pursuit of decorating and packaging excellence. Judges evaluate the quality of printing, the degree of difficulty, the appearance of coating finishes, registration, and the technical expertise required for each piece. So now, as I said, it was pushed back to coincide with the conference. The due date for submissions is August 9th, and you can find more details in the registration form on our website at metaldecorators.org. New webinar program. So video conferencing and virtual events have never been more important to a business as of now, especially for associations like us who need to keep their members engaged. They are also useful for keeping members in the loop about industry updates and trends, association updates, current events, and much more. They give us the ability to virtually connect with members and build upon existing relationships and even create new ones. So our newly formed webinar committee has been hard at work setting up a program for this year. You can see here we have a solid team of volunteer committee members. I lead the committee. We have Mike Grady, Elena West, Ted Nevins, Sarah Merrill, Sarah Jacks, Jack Knight, and Carl Martell. So thank you to those that participate in this committee, making this webinar and our future ones possible. Okay, so our next webinar after today will be a 3-part webinar series on the latest hot topics, important workplace topics. You will see that an email goes out either today or tomorrow. We're going to start to promote this event and solicit registration. So a little bit about these topics. Our first one is May 26th. That one's titled Vaccines in the Workplace, to Mandate or Not. All 3 of these presentations will be led by John Phillips. He was a past speaker at our annual conference. So a little bit about the May 26th one on vaccines. As COVID vaccine rolls out, it has brought renewed optimism and hope, along with a host of questions and compliance issues with employers. In this webinar, we'll explore employment law issues relating to vaccine in the workplace. So that's very relevant in today's environment. So that one's May 26th. Then we have June 23rd, another important topic, mandatory paid sick leave, what employers should expect in the coming years. So over the last several years, paid sick leave laws have proliferated in a number of states and cities across the country, resulting in compliance headaches for employers attempting to navigate a diverse landscape of laws. This webinar will provide an overview of the state of mandatory paid sick leave laws and what employers should expect in the near term. So another really good topic. And then our last of the 3 is July 28th, and this is on immigration, the Biden administration policies and how they will impact the workplace. Many employers across the country have struggled in recent years to fill all open positions. This webinar will cover the current state of immigration policies and explore the changes we've seen from the Biden administration. You'll see, like I said, promotions for this webinar series hit your inboxes today or tomorrow. I really hope you can enjoy and join us for this. They are free to current and potential members. If you get this email and maybe it doesn't really apply to your job role, feel free to forward that to other personnel, maybe in the HR department of your company. All right, what do we got next? Okay, our newsletters. So we've launched a brand new e-newsletter and rebranded our longstanding quarterly one. Product Innovations and Insights is distributed every other month industry-wide, and it gives member companies the opportunity to promote their new products and services. Hopefully you have all received a copy of the first new rebranded issue of our quarterly newsletter, which is now called Fundamentals. Our first issue was in print form, but going forward, those will be digital editions, except for once a year, we will always print a hard copy around the time of the conference so we can hand that out on site. This is another great advertising opportunity for members and includes direct links to their websites in the digital editions. We really focused on making the issues not only visually appealing, but more importantly, full of valuable topics and content relevant to the marketplace. Okay, enhanced social media presence. Sarah Jacks, a fellow board member, heads up our social media committee, and they have been hard at work beefing up our online presence here on platforms Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. We just finished a month-long campaign on Membership Monday that promoted the value of membership, and they are constantly posting shareable content on the many benefits of metal decorating and packaging. We will also be posting technical tips and association updates, including reminders and due dates. So I highly encourage, if you haven't already, that you not only follow us on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter, but engage with us as well. We can always use a good like, comment, and share. So with that said, that concludes my part of just kind of some of the new things that you've seen from a marketing and promotions aspect of the association. I am now going to turn it over to John Clark that will be giving you an update on the conference.
Thank you, Renee. Appreciate it. As you guys know, we've had a tough year with COVID, and I don't think any industries have been more hard hit than the conference and entertainment areas. So what I'd like to do now is run through our planned program for 2021 and what's going on with the conference. I'd also like to thank all the committee members of the conference committee and all the other committees for all the work going on behind the scenes. This has been an especially interesting year with COVID, and really COVID has forced us all into a different sense of normalcy. Remote communications, video conferencing, social distancing, wearing masks has all become the new norm. Our interactions in our daily life, we're all striving to get back to normal. We strive for personal interaction with our family and friends and work colleagues, and our annual IMDPA conference is no exception. We've taken the following steps to assure a successful in-person presentation. We are planning again to have the conference at our same venue at the Hilton Resort and Conference Center in Oak Brook, Illinois. As Renee mentioned earlier, we are moving the date of the conference, and we're planning to do a live in-person event and take all the safety protocols necessary to make sure that that happens safely. So when we decided to move the date from end of May to October 5th through the 7th, we didn't take that lightly. We took all factors into consideration and felt that the best move we could make in order to have a successful conference was to move the date out. We worked with the Hilton Hotel there, and they were very amenable and helped us to find a new block of time to have a successful conference for us in person. So with the wide-scale rollout of effective vaccines, we're implementing effective proven safety protocols throughout the Hilton. We'll work with them very closely, and we'll follow the local guidelines for all the safety protocols that we need to have a safe in-person conference. We recognize the importance of our social networking at the conference. Our scholarship golf outing, the golf banquet, conference technical papers, tabletops will all follow the recommended safety protocols. Okay, I just wanted to give you an update on the conference schedule. So starting Tuesday, October 5th, we'll have the scholarship golf outing. It'll be the same format, a shotgun start. We'd also like you to take a poll here briefly that should have popped up on your screen, and just let us know if you are planning to attend the conference in person this year. We appreciate your feedback there. So Tuesday evening, we're going to follow up the golf outing with the annual scholarship banquet, and then roll into Wednesday with our main conference sessions in the morning and the breakout sessions in the afternoon as we've done historically. Wednesday afternoon, we will still have the tabletop exhibits. And Thursday will be a half-day session ending about noon with more technical papers. So we've lined up another really good program for everybody this year. For the Wednesday morning session, we've got Gary Hempel from Beverage Marketing Corp. He's going to talk about trends in U.S. beverage market and its packaging. Mark Wild from BMO is going to give a financial update on metal packaging. Lisa Ryan from Grategy is going to give a presentation on smart strategies to keep your top talent. Dan Abramowitz from Crown Holdings is going to talk about commercialization of digital printing for two-piece beverage cans. Nazik Nekahar is going to talk, he's U.S. Department of Commerce. He's got a very good presentation on global issues affecting metal packaging. John Rengakis from Rental Services will talk about the new reality in metal packaging. And then we've got several good presenters for the two-piece flat sheet and manufacturing breakout sessions. So overall, a very good lineup of speakers, and we're really looking forward to a dynamic conference this year. So with that, I'll wrap things up. We look forward to seeing everybody this October, and I'll turn it over to John Herdlick, who's going to give you all a update on the membership committee.
Thank you, John. And thanks to Mike for making this all work today, and Renee for your leadership in your new role. It's been very exciting. So I'm going to talk about our membership update. We can move on here. So our committee has three main things we like to focus on: actively recruiting new members, welcoming new members, and retaining current members. So everything we do centers around those three things. Our committee gets a lot of help from various committees in the IMDPA, so it's not just us, but we do have a very strong team. I'm the chairperson of that team. John Friedman is my capable co-chairperson. Renee is on our committee, as is Mike Massignor. So we're very fortunate to have the president and the executive director of our association helping us out. We also have Nick Hammer, Elena West, and Michelle Pack. So here's a very good tool, the new IMDPA brochure. It not only helps us with the recruitment of new members, but I think it reminds all of us current members just what the association has to offer us. And we can share that with our, as we try to recruit other people as well. Renee's committee, one of them, she's on, I think she's on all of them. They put together a very good video on why one should join the IMDPA, and I think we're going to play that here for a couple of minutes.
The International Metal Decorating and Packaging Association is your gateway to industry resources, innovative ideas, technical tools, and unlimited networking, so your organization stays one step ahead. It represents individuals from around the world promoting the interests of metal decorators, manufacturers, designers, and trade suppliers involved in metal decorating and packaging worldwide. With more than 600 individual members from more than 25 countries, our international organization represents over 200 companies. IMDPA events bring together the smartest minds in the metal decorating and packaging industry. Our annual two-day conference features experts presenting on the latest developments in metal decorating and packaging technology. Our tabletop exhibits provide unlimited networking opportunities with experienced professionals who promote their latest products, services, and examples of high-quality work. The annual scholarship golf outing is an unforgettable event of camaraderie and sportsmanship, followed by banquet festivities for both golfers and non-golfers. The funds generated by the event are used for the IMDPA Scholarship Program, which supports students enrolled at an institution of continuing education. The IMDPA delivers the insight of timely publications and full access to resources that keep you in sync with industry developments and ultimately improve your business decisions. Our honors and awards are among the most sought after in the metal decorating and packaging industry. Each winning individual, company, or product is chosen by a group of qualified industry experts. When you become involved with the IMDPA, you can help shape, lead, and direct the future of the industry through participation on various committees. These teams are key for the association to be able to respond to market needs. An IMDPA membership offers benefits that support your continued growth. It's a commitment to foster and encourage improvements and advances in the art of metal decorating and packaging. To learn more, visit us at metaldecorators.org.
Okay, so hope everyone has already seen that video. If not, take a look at it again, and please share that as often as you can with prospective members. So when our committee started meeting last year, we were in the middle of the COVID pandemic, and one of our concerns was, what should we be doing for our current membership during the time when we can't have a face-to-face conference? We wanted to make sure we were providing what they needed. So this membership survey went out asking some key questions. We wanted to learn of our membership's preferences and expectations so we could serve them better. We tailored the survey to ask the most essential questions that will help us understand and fulfill the needs of our membership. Excuse me one second. The answers from this survey will help the IMDPA to tailor future conferences, consider changing or adding benefits, and improve our connection to our members. This survey has been out for quite a while, and we'd like to get several more responses. So if you haven't responded to the survey yet, please do that as soon as you can. We're very excited about our membership drive. There's been a number of activities this year to create new members, but this one can provide our current members with some monetary benefit. So we're always looking for new members, and we believe that in every metal decorating and packaging business, there are people who could benefit from an IMDPA membership. This drive began on March 1st, and it continues through April 30th of this year. So what do you need to do? Contact people you know in our industry who are not yet members of the IMDPA, and then follow these simple steps. Number one, submit or refer a member form per nominee on our website under membership. This is very key because this will ensure that your name is on the nominee's membership form, so you get credit for that. And then have your nominees complete an IMDPA membership application and submit it with the prorated membership dues and $50 initiation fee as directed on the website. So what's the prize? Gift card prizes increased based on the total number of new member nominees received per current member, as you can see below. If you recruit 5 to 9 new members, you'll get a $50 gift card. If you recruit 10 to 14 new members, that goes up to $100. If you recruit 15 to 19 new members, it doubles again to $200. And if anyone recruits 20 or more new members, they'll receive a $500 gift card. And we sincerely hope we'll be passing out a number of those $500 cards. So just a couple of membership reminders before I pass it along. You can still complete the current membership survey. Please do so. We're not going to hold it open much longer. but your input dramatically helps all the committees in their planning. The deadline for the membership drive, again, is April 30th, which is very close, obviously. So get your nominees in there as quick as possible. And if you need any assistance related to the contest or want to participate on the membership committee, you can contact me at my email, or actually anyone on the committee, and we'll be happy to get you plugged in and helping us out. Thank you very much.
Thanks, John. So just in closing, before Mike Grady opens it up for question and answers, things to look out for: webinar invite. So either today or tomorrow, you're going to get your first email inviting you to register for any one of the 3 webinars that are upcoming on the workplace environment. And then stay tuned for conference details, registration forms and whatnot will be available shortly. And then social media, like I said, it's a great platform to stay up to date with what's going on with our association. You can find us on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. And with that said, I'll hand it back over to Mike.
Yeah, thanks everyone for a great update. There's a lot of opportunities to get engaged with the association through the webinar format like this or social media. So keep watch for those updates on social media. Feel free to share it with your network. That makes a big difference for us. When it comes into the Q&A, we've got a few questions that have been submitted. If anyone else has questions, please feel free to submit them now. The first question relates to the quality contest. Is the quality contest only for IMDPA member entries? Which printers are eligible to enter?
I will take that question, Mike. Thank you. The quality contest is open for both members and non-members.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Deadline again for that is to have your submission forms and samples by August 9th.
All right, excellent. The next question is about the conference, the October conference. Question is, when will invitations and sign-up forms go out for the conference?
I'll take this one. Elena, those are set to go out in the next 2 to 3 weeks. We should have those all set and ready to go. If anything changes there, we'll let you know, but we're very close to having those ready to go out.
Excellent. Thanks, John. And then an additional question about the webinar series. So Renee, can members suggest webinar topics for us to consider? Sure,
we would love and encourage that. If anybody has any recommendations for future webinar topics, you can email me at renee.scouten@inxintl.com, or feel free to use the Metal Decorators email address, which is info@metaldecorators.org.
All right, excellent. Well, thank you so much for the excellent update and for answering the questions. If anyone has additional questions, please feel free to email us. We'll be happy to respond offline. But this concludes today's presentation. We're really happy to have your participation today. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.